Why don't you admit you can't do it? Who is it that can't admit, that doesn't want to admit that it can't do it? Anything on their own. This is an open way of looking at all what we call prescribed ways of trying to achieve something. I can't find awakening. Okay? That can be the spiritual way. I can't find a decent religion that I could join. Religious way. I can't find how to make money. Human ego way. I can't find. In fact, I can't find anything without the help of another. Let's look at it in a whole open way. I can't do it. I can't awaken. I need help. I need help to awaken. I need help. So I'm going to have to look outside for help. I'm going to have to look at Buddha. Because I feel instinctively drawn to Buddha. You see, I can't do it without Buddha. And his ideas, his concepts, his ways, his practices. I can't do this project at work without creating a subgroup and another subgroup. It's going to cost millions, but I can't do it, you know. I can't decide on which religion to go to without asking the permission of my parents, who are they are Christian. I want to be Catholic, you see. I can't do it because I was born in some particular faith and I'm breaking my faith. So I'm not allowed to do that, you know. That's not that I can't do it. It's just that someone else says I can't do it, you see. Someone is always saying you can't do it. You can do anything. Not encroaching on anyone's life, trying to get them to do it for you. And there's human ways of doing things. This is the way we operate. This will never change. I'm not here to change anything about what is taking place. I'm not even here as some sort of motivational speaker saying, you can do it. I'm here to catch you and guide you. The moment you realize you can't do it. See? Because the one that realizes they can't do it has to be a really wise one. The one that admits to themselves they can't do it. Has to be the bravest one. Whatever I do, I can't seem to do it the way I want to do it, the way I think it should be done. I can't do it because people expect me to ask for help. I've been programmed into saying I have to do it through a rule, an obeyed law of faith to the religion or to the parents, because the school told me that's the way to do it, but I don't want to do it that way. But I'll continue to push and try and overcome that, you see. And then one day, I can't do it. The mind is saying it's weak. The mind, other minds are frightened. They're losing you. Oh my God, we're losing. We have to save this one. Stand up, dust yourself down. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. Together we can do it, you see. Society has always said we can only do it together. We're reflecting wholeness, but singularly. You cannot be whole until you know you're whole. And when you're trying to be whole, you don't know you're whole. Do you understand that? It's the very, very most simplest thing. You are whole, but you don't know it. So therefore, I have to try to be whole. Someone says, are you whole? You say yes. So why are you trying to prove and to get others to do it? If you're whole, you can do it on your own. Yeah, but we're whole altogether. No, that's not true, you see. That's the mind fooling you into thinking that you are here as a human race, you see. No, you are here as a human, a whole human. Wholeness. Each human is whole from the same cake, from the same pie. But they're all experiencing this whole cake pie, like you are as the ingredient. And the salt is the sugar, see? Whole salt, whole sugar. But not body, you see. Body is simply a grain of salt within the salt. You don't put 1 grain of salt into the pie, you see. 1 grain of sugar, one tiny particle of flour. When you're the flour, you're the whole flour. See? Whole existing flour in this big pie. Wholeness means not individual, segmented, minuscule, 1 grain of dust you. Wholeness means to understand that you are here as a whole. You don't know what you are. The minute you say you're the body, the single grain of salt, the pie is not really going to have enough flavoring, you see? You are the whole, whatever you are in the pie. You see, you don't know what you are in the pie, but you are the whole thing that is needed for this pie. So this wholeness is a complete, I can't do it, as a grain of salt, as a single body. And when you shout on another's help, you're asking a grain of sugar or part of the cherry, whatever's in the pie, to be the same as you, to collectively make the pie up. Yeah? So you got one hell of a minuscule size of pie. 1 grain of salt, 1 grain of sand, sugar, 1 cherry, 1 tiny pie, you see. And then you feel insignificant. That's what whole human beings do in their lay. They feel insignificant. I don't know, I have no purpose. I'm doing this. I don't want to do it. I have to do it. I'm going to ask that one because I'm too lazy. Today I feel as though I could be in charge, so I'm going to take everyone and tell them how to do it. I'm going to create a subgroup, but I'm going to be individual. And it's blah, blah, story stuff. Story, scary stuff. Until you say, you know what, I can't do it. Until I am the whole salt in the pie. How do I know I'm the whole salt? When you stop believing you're a grain of salt. When you stop believing you are this singular body. You are the whole bodies within your body range, not other human bodies. You have thousands of bodies within your body. Layers of skin that have been covering you up. Another layer, another layer, another layer. Invisible skins, more invisible skins. And then the within bodies, the subtle body, the Holy Spirit body, the godly body. You have millions of bodies, but you only think you're one. So therefore your pie is going to be tiny, minuscule pie. How do you do it, you see? I can't do it. It means I can't do it as this individual singular one. But I can't ask for any help. I can't ask religion. I can't ask Buddha. I can't, because they're sugar, they're cherries, they're flour, they're raspberries, this beautiful fruit pie. I can't ask them because I am the salt. And there's no more salt out there. Where's all the salt gone, you see? Salt is within. You are the whole salt. But you only think you're a grain of salt. A pie video. Wow. How do you realize that you are this whole salt? Here's a perfect example of being brave. Totally brave, you see. You have to be totally brave to admit that, you know what, if I have to give up this thought of this body, I might disappear. No, you're going to reappear thousands of times. And you're going to see the whole of you. But you have to be brave initially. And how to be brave? Great example. 14-year-old students in class. 14 years old. Class of students. Teacher says, you know what? I'm going to play a game today. I'm going to give you the most simplest question. You're 14-year-old students. Okay? And just as a test to see if you can answer it. What is the capital city of France? Immediately all the students smile. And they all shout, Paris. Apart from one. Teacher says, didn't see the one, you see. Didn't see that the one didn't answer. Teacher says, brilliant. It's quite obvious, isn't it? You know, 14-year-old, you should know that already. Yeah. Teacher suddenly says, did anyone in the class not know it? How brave is that, you see? I can't know it. I don't know it. I can't do it. I'm being honest. I'm being truthful to myself. This one could have hid and said, I know it now. No, but the question was, did anyone in the class not know the answer? This student has been so brave to face ridicule from other students. You see? Face the, oh my God, everyone's going to call me a fool. I don't care, you know. You can call me what you like. I didn't know it. You see? To face up to this grain of sand. You say, I can't do it as one grain of salt. I can't do it. I need to find my whole self. Everything that you try and overcome and over, you're looking for another ingredient to help you. Another ingredient. Yeah? Yes, I got help from Buddha, I got help from Christianity, I got help from the teacher, I got help from my parents, I got help. Now I can make the pie, you see. Now the pie has too much flour, too much sugar, too much cherries, too much blueberries, still one grain of salt, you see. You have to find your whole ingredients. I can't do it is saying, you know what? How can I even consider having others eat this pie with no salt, with not enough salt? It's not fair on them. See? It's not fair on your family. It's not fair on everybody. Everyone is in the same boat. Everyone says, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. It takes one to say, I can't do it. And the other ones go, oh, gee. And then when this one turns around and goes through all the past ridicule thoughts, the directions, the wrong ways, the right ways, the good ways, the bad ways, everything, you see. You're not going down the good path now. You're not turning around and saying, well, I'm going to be a religious person because I need some help. I need to read the Bible. I need to read the Bhagavad Gita. I need something else to tell me how to do it. You ignore everything then. You become that saint. And everyone says, wow, I want some of that. You know? And then you're on YouTube trying to get someone else to do it for you. Well, I'm pointing it right back at you. Be the whole of you, not the whole of the world, not the whole. Non-duality does not mean every single one. You know that non-duality is. You've experienced it. But you also know that others have not experienced it. They've not experienced the whole ingredient within their pie. So you don't go and say, well, you should be non-dual, you should be non-duality. I find it very uncomfortable topic, because only the one that experiences non-duality can understand what non-duality is. You can't throw it into the face and say everything is one, you know. You are one, and you know that everyone else is one with themselves, but they have just simply forgotten. You have awakened. They are simply still coming out of sleep. But beyond all this, there is one. You see, oneness. I keep referring to David Bohm, who is such an underestimated one who obviously experienced some sort of enlightenment. Until every single one of us find our wholeness, individual wholeness, the pie will always be a funny taste. Namaste.